Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome one and all to the Grand Tournament Deck Workshop Inspiration Ideas Cool Things. I'll come up with a better name later on. But basically, this is going to be, here's a neat deck made possible by the Grand Tournament, or at least made a lot better by the Grand Tournament. Here's what I did, let's play it, let's have some discussion, some fun, and some theory. Some fun and some theory! I kinda like that. Either way, Grand Malygod then. My take on a Grand Tournament Malygos Shaman, all about drawing your entire deck as fast as possible, playing Malygos with an Ancestor's Call, and just blowing your opponent to hell. So, Ancestral Knowledge and Healing Wave are fantastic, because they let you cut, heal bot, they let you go down to 1 mana Tide, and it adds extra draw power, lets you run Lava Shock for extra Malygos targets, keeps you alive a lot longer. Even Charged Hammer's been doing pretty well. Refreshment Vendor, more heal, more stall. It's a nice big body. I've put in Drakes just to ride the mid game a little, because occasionally I just run out of things to do and kind of lose. And then, of course, Elemental Destruction. You barely ever have a board, so it's just a massive board wipe, and comboing it with Lava Shock makes it incredible. So that's a very quick TLDR on what's going on in this, but you can learn more than from playing it. Now, I have lost like 3 ranks since the expansion came out from experimenting with maybe 20 types of decks so far, and it's been fantastic fun. The end of this season is really the experiment phase, and then next season is going to be the go for it phase. So, yes, it is just, it's by far and away the most exciting expansion that has happened to Hearthstone. That I can say with absolute certainty. Alright, so generally in the opening hand, you either want to keep draw power or your minions against a slower deck. Against a faster deck, you basically just gotta pray, because they're just gonna kill you before you can do anything. But against something a little bit control-y, like Priest, we should be alright. Grim Patron Warrior tends to be alright, but Control Warrior is gonna beat you maybe 95% of the time, because their armor just makes them unreachable. Also, this deck lets you run Farsight, which I really like, because Golden Farsight's wonderful. The hills and the eye thing, and it's just really good, you know? Just really nice. So I'm going to take a bit of damage for a few turns, which is kind of normal, and then you throw out a Refreshment Vendor. It heals up most of the damage, can trade with a lot of their board, and then you're kind of just good. He doesn't want to Power Word Shield that in case I have a Earth Shock that I'm holding at bay. Okay, so we've not actually drawn any of the burn yet, which does kind of suck. It really, really does. But we do have a lot of the stall. So you basically want all the draw or all the stall. You kind of don't want a mix of both, because then you kind of just run out of stuff to do. So here's a perfect example of why I really love Refreshment Vendor in this deck. I don't care about healing my opponent, because I'm going to kill him from full health anyway. And yeah, I waste 2 of the heal, but I go back to full, and he trades with my opponent's entire board and stays alive, which is just absolutely fantastic. So we are playing against Dranduin, as I have called it, Dragon Priest, which is also a fantastic amount of fun here. And then Elemental Destruction. Kind of very tempted to go for that, but as it stands, I'm just going to bust out an early Hex just to maintain actually a fair amount of pressure, because right now, despite me playing massive combo, you will die to the essence of magic, I am doing reasonably well. Powered Shield, assumably on one of the dragons. No, he's actually going to take that to 8, which kind of does suck. But we do have Healing Wave, and Healing Wave is great because normally it's Malygos that gets Healing Wave, which means that you're kind of just fine. I'm going to injure him down, just so I can Elemental Destruction when it comes to it, and then for now just play an Azure Drake, because I just need more cards, and it's good to get the minions out of your hand as soon as possible, because obviously you don't want Ancestor's Call to hit anything but Malygos. I also need to draw some Lava Shock as soon as possible, so I can bust out the Elemental Destruction. Holy Nova is very good for him there. I'm going to go down to 15 health, which really sucks. Now, the one disadvantage I have... Oh, I just drew Manatite Totem. So actually, all things considered, this should be a 14 heal. And indeed, I think that definitely beats Nausea Cleric. The only bad thing is it shows that, hey, I'm playing Malygod Shaman, which does kind of suck. Now, I'd rather Farsight right now, and we get Ancestral Knowledge, which is wonderful, though I'd rather save that 0 mana Ancestral Knowledge for when I desperately do need some more cards. So for now, we'll leave that there. So yeah, going back to full health with 1 card, pretty good. Though the annoying thing is, because he's seen that I'm playing Malygod Shaman, he's now kind of just going to really go for it in terms of killing me, but I'm kind of okay with that because his board still isn't that good. Ooh, this is not bad at all. This is really not bad. So what I can do here is Totem, hopefully get spell power. I don't, but that's alright. And then I am going to Elemental Destruction to clear most of his board. Boom, there we go. Then I am going to Ancestral Knowledge for 0 mana, draw another 2 cards, get a Crackle and a Lava Burst, and then so my next turn isn't horrible, I can finish off the Technician. He's down to only 3 attack on the board, I've drawn a load of cards, and we get to have the awesomeness that is the Elemental Destruction rain down. So all in all, that was a very good turn for me, and because you've got so much burst in the deck, you can afford to use some of it on removal. Annoyingly against Priest, he is permanently buffing this out of my range, which is really, really upsetting. Okay, so I could try and crackle it away, but that would probably backfire, so for now I'm just going to do this, and I'm tempted to go for a Lightning Storm, but I'd rather just guarantee that it goes away. And yeah, of course I got the minimum roll, so I'm pretty pleased that I chose to do that. I need at least both Lava Bursts and another couple spells to fully finish this off. Annoyingly, he's got a draw engine now, but also it doesn't really matter, because if he trades with that, it's going to be down to a 5, and then I can just Lava Burst it away. That's going to do 3. Does he have a way of finishing it off? Another Holy Nova. This dragon will not die! You know when you get those dragons that just won't die? Ah, there we go. It took a while, but we got there. The dragon's dead. And so I can actually do more with my turn and have a threat on the board. I'm going to Refreshment Vendor, because I don't think a Priest is going to kill me from 15, unless he's playing a weird combo type deal. So I want to get Refreshment Vendor out of my hand now that I can. And I've still got another Shock and another Elemental Destruction to fall back on, so it's kind of working okay. And this is surviving even through a deck that's realized I'm playing Malygos and is kind of just fully going for it, so that's really good. Now, I do want to use the Healing Wave before I draw Malygos, because otherwise that's going to really suck. So I guess for now we'll just do that. And then we're either going to get Thaurissan or another Malygos. Same one as last time, actually. So, back to 28. And at this point, you can kind of see that people are like, oh, really? Really, though? And then I kind of want a Lightning Storm and go for it. I kind of do. But at the same time, do I? It would shut down his board quite a lot. Yeah, the reason I'm going to do it is because it gives him less options to kill my Mana Tide Totem, which is what I really need. Alright, good. So, effectively, I was relying on it taking down the Cleric there, so he couldn't keep drawing, and no matter which one this kills, I'm in an advantageous position here. So, I've actually managed to heal for 28 this game, which I think is just wonderful. And there we go, the dragon that refuses to die. Ooh, Justicar! The 4 heal going on here. That's really good. That's fantastic for him. So now the problem is I'm actually... Oh. Okay. I've nearly won the game. I can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Alright, so I just need to stall a little bit until I reach Thaurissan, reduce my hand, and then blast him away. Because I'm only going to take 6 damage this turn, which is absolutely fine. And then once I roll a Spell Power Totem, I can Lightning Storm and get rid of Justicar. That saves me... Oh, never mind. There we go. That is absolutely A-okay. I still kind of want to roll a Spell Power before doing it. But then again, if I'm going to Lava Shock anyway, it doesn't actually matter too much. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to... No, let's do it first. I like to risk things. I do. Ah, well, doesn't matter. And boom! There we go. So he's obviously going to get buffed up to a 4, but I don't care because I'm only going to take 4 damage. So that's fine. I got rid of most of his board. And of course, next turn I can Lava Shock and then do the rest of my mana. So there was no need to immediately use it because I might have a much better way of using it. Okay, he basically just did the same thing again, which does kind of suck, actually. And another Crackle. So I'm thinking Hero Power, hope for Spell Power. We do indeed get Spell Power. Then that's a 3 to a 4. So even if I do that much damage there, it's not going to really matter. So yeah, for now... Ooh, I could Crackle this away. I'm very tempted to. But for now, let's do that. And then Lightning Storm. If only I could do it in the other order. That would be the main deal. And yeah, we'll just leave that alone. Because again, I don't really mind taking 4 damage a turn. Because I can handle taking 4 damage a turn. I've got 7 cards left. This is the big problem with this deck. Is sometimes you get into this position where you're like, I am so close to just being able to do stuff. And I can't do it because I'm just not drawing like the one card that I need. And that does kind of suck when that happens. It really does. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's nearly just straight up I've won levels. So that's really lame that I can't do that. So of course we'll just get rid of him for 4. And then wait once more. I need to draw Ancestral Knowledge. I really do. Clear out the rest of my deck. Freaking 4/12 Drake though. That is absurd. Okay. Yay! Alright. Totem. Thorison. Hopefully, he can't kill me, and then we've won. But he might be able to kill me here. This is it. This is the very crux of the matter. Because next turn, I win if he doesn't kill me. And that's why this deck's so exciting. There's a lot of decisions you have to make, and I have by far and away not perfected it at all. He's trading with Thorison, which means I have all likelihood won. Trife X, prepare to feel the pain. Don't kill the spell power, don't kill the spell power. No! Alright, so unless I draw... Ooh. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the question is, do I Ancestral Knowledge, or do I roll for the Spell Power Totem to guarantee my victory? Because I would need a 10 or 11 roll on Crackle in order to do this. But even if I do that, there's nothing I can draw that makes it better, so I'm just going to go for a Spell Power Totem. I actually get Taunt, which is kind of fine. Though if I Ancestral Call, it pulls something on the field for him, which might actually just win him the game. I kind of want to... Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it because I want to do another game for you guys. Ooh, Alexstrasza. Okay. Alright. 10 or 11, and we win. 10 or 11. Yay! There we go. That is my Malygod Shaman. Is that not a load of fun? Is that not a massive amount of fun to play? Made very largely possible by the Grand Tournament. Let's do one more. Let's definitely do one more. Because, again, the deck I like because there is a lot of decision making. Do I use the card? Do I save it? That is the question you're going to be asking yourself so much, and it's absolutely absurd. It really is. And there's just so many little decisions that go into it. Fugo Fog. Alright, Fugo Fog. Ancestral Knowledge is good to have. Refreshment Vendor is good to have. Healing Wave I can afford to get rid of against a Priest, at least at the start. And knowing that I've got Thorison for when I need it is actually kind of cool. So I'm very much tempted to turn to Ancestral Knowledge because I don't need to play anything against a Priest because they're not going to be pressuring me that hard. He's probably playing Dragon Priest because kind of everyone is who's Priest at the moment. So, yeah, I'm okay with this at the moment. Hey, Charged Hammer. Oh, that was one of the last few cards in my deck. Not very useful when you draw it at just before fatigue levels. Actually, it might be useful just before fatigue levels because you get to do 2 damage to your opponent every turn. So who knows? But we do have ourselves a nice golden fight here. What you gonna do? What you gonna do, Fugo Fog? It's turn 1, man. You don't have a lot of options. Can you decide, please? I'd love for you to decide. Like, really, can you decide? Please? The only draw that would make me not do Ancestral Knowledge is Farsight or Mana Tide, because then I can just play that on turn 3, and that's better, and I can save Ancestral Knowledge for when I just need to burst draw. And I did draw Lava Shock anyway, but for now, let's just keep our drawing going. And Healing Wave, and Elemental Destruction, and I already have the Lava Shock, so we've got fantastic board clear gonna happen here. That was a rhyme. I appreciate that. Ooh, not Dragon Priest. Bit of Shadow Boxer coming out. That's kind of cool. Lava Burst, good to have. The best target for Emperor Thaurissan to reduce. In fact, Charged Hammer's not bad reduced. Though, then again, I can play it before it could get reduced, so I guess that's kind of a pointless thing to say. But yeah, Refreshment Vendor into the Hammer should give me quite a lot of clears going on. Damned standing ready doesn't bother me in the slightest. I think I am actually going to Charged Hammer. That way, actually no. No, I'm not. I'm going to Refreshment Vendor. The reason is next turn he can either kill that or injure that, which then lets me immediately Charged Hammer and finish them off. So I think that is better. I do think that is better, to just get something on the field at the moment. Okay, so our hand is looking really good. We've got the Hex for anything big and imposing. We have the board clear if he starts swarming. And we've got the Charged Hammer to work into the late game. So all in all, we're actually looking fantastic in this, especially as he's not being that aggressive, because people assume a Shaman is playing something at least a little bit slow, especially when they've not pulled out mechs on their first few turns. Though I've not seen a mech Shaman in ages, so maybe that is by the by. Alright, he did it. He made a decision, guys. I'm proud of him. He made a decision. All is well with the world. He's gonna draw some cards, the rat bastard. But that's okay, because the more cards he draws, the more things he puts on the board, and the better my Elemental Destruction is. And yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Actually, my second Refreshment Vendor would be a pretty good draw here. Fortunately, I don't get it, so I'm just going to put the Charged Hammer on, and I'm going to injure the Cleric. That way, no matter who he heals, I still have an easier time AoEing down the rest of the board later on. Incidentally, this right here is why Charged Hammer is really terrible in anything that isn't this specific, because it just does nothing when you play it as your entire turn. Does absolutely nothing. And also, I'm not going to Thaurissan on turn 6, just because my hand isn't valuable enough to be reduced, because most of my hand, apart from the one Lava Burst, is just stall to draw more cards with. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. Circle of Healing would be his best play. That's definitely what he's looking to do. Ooh, bit of Velen's Chosen. Kind of makes it almost worth hexing now as well. And if he plays another creature with this 2 mana, and he's not, that really sucks. It would have been worth Elemental Destructioning. But no, that 3/7's very annoying. But it does give me a Hex target, and honestly that makes me happy, because I didn't really have a Hex target before. I didn't even have a way to play any cards in my hand, so I'm just going to leave this and then kill the Hex. And we get a Spell Power Totem, which is great. So this kind of feels like I'm playing Ragnaros with his weapon, trying to desperately get through it so that I get my better hero power, because once I get my better hero power, every time I've got spare mana while I'm waiting for my combo, I can just keep poking his face for 2 damage and make it so that Crackle needs to do a lot less RNG in order to be effective. So yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Dark Cultist, hit me in the face, please. Why is he so slow? Why are you so slow, Fugo Fog? Why, Fugo Fog? Why do you do this? Why do you do this, Fugo Fog? Tell me why you must do this. I need to know. I need to know. Oh, look, he managed to do a thing, guys. I'm proud of him. He stood ready with some more Cultist. Oh, crap. Thought Steal is very good against this deck. Not only does it give you very valuable information, every card in this deck is pretty damn good. So yeah, that sucks. But there's not much I can do about it, so I'm just going to Hero Power and hit there. And then we're going to hope that this Lightning Storm kills them both. Of course, it literally hits the opposite way round to what would have been perfect. Damn you, esports! Damn you! Alright, we'll probably be healing wave next turn, which is pretty good. Annoyingly, Mana Tide is still in my deck, and I have Thaurissan, which means the only creatures in my deck are a Mana Tide, a Refreshment Vendor, and Malygod. So if I get the 3 or the 4 mana, I'm probably going to lose the Joust. So it's just a 3 mana 7 heal, which is still worth doing, because I kind of need the health. But it's annoying. It's definitely annoying. It takes it into a heal instead. Really? That was quite clever. Like, genuinely, that was pretty clever for him to do, because if he pulls my Malygos on the field and can deal with it before I've used it to win, he completely disables my deck. As it stands, though, please survive. Okay, you know, fuck my life. That's, you know, I'm not allowed to do that. So, effectively, I've lost now, because without Thaurissan reduction, there's not much you can do. So I guess what I'm going to do is just switch hero power. Did that in the wrong order because I'm a little bit really, really angry that he happened to both steal the 2 cards that perfectly deal with my Thaurissan. I mean, I would have been fine if he'd Shadow Word Death it, if he was there ready with a Shadow Word Death, but no, he got ridiculously good Crackle RNG, because of course he did. I mean, I don't want to be salty with these things, but I will admit, if you tend to get annoyed at bad RNG, this deck probably isn't for you, I would say. So now then, I've got a 4 mana Malygos on the field, and then that gives me 6 mana to play with, which is 2 Crackles and 2 Lightning Bolts, which is 8, 16, 24, 32, so I'm going to have to do it that way around, which means my Lava Bursts are now for removal. But it's just awkward. It's just a very awkward way around to do things. But he did at least lose his Battle Cry from the Azure Drake, so, you know, small advantages wherever you can get them is the way of the world. I need to draw into some draw power, though, because I am vastly running out of resources. Very, very vastly. Please play a card, Fuko! My word! You a slow-ass player. You a slow-ass player. Bit of Vol'jin action all up in here. Okay. Alright then. Ancestral Call, Ancestral Call, Ancestral Call. Oh, snap! I literally could not have drawn a better card for the turn that I was going to do. Straight up, I could not. That is just excellent. Absolutely excellent. Elemental Destruction. Let you rain down upon my foes. Lava Shock. There. And then, of course, my hero power. Boom. Oh, it's actually a lightning bolt. That's really cool. That is really, really cool. Okay, so, again, we're doing alright. We've got the Crackle, we've got the lightning bolt. That's lovely. We need to get the other 2, and then we need to get the Ancestor's Call. That's our main objective here. Though, because Malygos is in our hand now, the healing waves are decided less effective. Oh yeah, I forgot I put Azure Drakes in the deck. That actually makes a lot of sense. Alright, that was a fantastic turn for me right there. That was an absolutely brilliant turn. And into the far sight as well. Guys, we might actually just pull this off without the Thaurissan reduction. Wouldn't that just be something? I think so. Trogzor! Trogzor! We do like Trogzor. Ah, it's a strengthened Trogzor as well. That kind of sucks. That really kind of sucks. I don't really have a way of killing it, like at all. Lightning Storm. Well, at this point, I've just got to go for it. Relevant to the fact I'm going to summon him loads of stuff. Oh, we do get the other Lightning Bolt. We're actually very, very nearly ready for this. So I think for now, we do... Yeah, for now we do this. I'm going to summon another one, which is immediately going to get blasted. Like so. Then we can... Of course it hit that for the amount that makes it really annoying. I mean, of course it did. I don't know why I'm surprised by that. Well, we still get to keep those alive. We're not going to get battered next turn. We're still drawing. We've got Feral Spirits, which is more stall. I only put this in because of all the aggro paladin that I was seeing, but I've not seen it in ages, so I'm tempted to get it out the deck. I really, really am. Bye, Mana Tide. You drew me 2 cards, though, and you saved me 6 damage, so you were pretty effective. Yeah, 3 mana, draw 2 cards, and heal for 6 is actually would be a 2-played card in every single Shaman deck. So, Mana Tide, you did good. You did good. You really, really did. Oh, the Holy Nova, of course. Alright, so having to play around lots of Trogzors is going to be a big deal here. Ooh, Ancestor's Call. We're not far off being ready. We're really not far off being ready. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Alright, if we weren't overloaded, we'd be kind of fine here. So if I heal for 7, I'll summon something with free attack, so at the very least I will gain health from casting this spell. So I'm going to do that, but I'll probably still lose the Joust. But the 7 health is worth it, because it's a 4 net gain with the extra free 5, so I'm more likely to live, and then next turn I have just won the game. Because if my math is correct, 4 mana Ancestors, 3 mana into the Lava Burst, 2 into the Crackle, 1 into the Lightning Bolt, and then I got a free Lightning Bolt to finish it off. KT! Alright, the only way this could go horribly wrong and lose me the game is if I draw Refreshment Vendor on my other Azure Drake. So I've got a 2 in 7 chance of not winning, and it is fine! Here we go. Cool! Alright then, so Crackle, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Bolt. Look at the Trogzor! Look at the army of Trogzor! Oh man, look at that! That is absolutely absurd! Well played. Well freaking played. There you go, guys. Grand Malygod. One hell of a deck to play. Let me know what you'd like to see next time. My Totem deck, maybe my Dragon Priest. I'm going to work on a Beast Hunter soon as well. Let me know what you'd like to have a look at. But for now, my name's been Rage. Like if you've enjoyed this and subscribe for more. Oh, goodbye. You've been watching